Get that shit, man.
What's going on, guys?
Fuck it, yeah.
Got one coming.
Couldn't sleep last night and played 5 or 6 rounds of Natural Selection 2, and a few of the rounds were really shitty and I deleted them. But most of them actually were really good. And so I'm gonna cast some of them. This is the first one. I just made a tunnel there. I didn't start recording until a minute or two after this round started, and I just went Gorge and made a tunnel between main base and repair, as you can see there.
Unless they cancel this game.
And I'm trying to not get killed by this Marine here.
We took out the army, right? Took out the army.
Helping build the extractor.
Man, you gotta build them res, man.
Gorges are a great life form to play if you don't have a lot of skill at the game. You can still help your team a lot by being a Gorge and making a tunnel somewhere important and building all the things and healing your teammates, and it actually can be pretty powerful.
The fuck?
They really speed up the building process early on in the game, so you can expand quickly and get resources quickly. I used to play, when I played Natural Selection 1 before Natural Selection 2 came out, I used to play almost always just Gorge. Because it was the most fun to me. Gorges were actually a little more powerful back then. They could make their own healing stations as well as their own attacking and teleportation things. They could build a lot of stuff that they can't build now. They could build hives without the commander. There was no alien commander in Natural Selection 1. So you had to save up for a hive as a player and sacrifice going oh-no's or something.
Build that shit.
Sometimes I think about it would be nice to have a second screen, a second monitor, and just to have the map up all the time. I spend so much time looking at the map in this game to see what's going on. So I just built a little offense Hydra there. It'll slowly kill the power to that section of the station. And now we're battling here for that guy's almost dead, so I'm healing him up. I saw there's a battle going on here for the double resource node in the middle of the map.
Well, thank you.
Noob thanked me for healing him. And so now I'm going to be battle gorging, which you'll see. I'm basically playing support role for these attacking skulks. The spit of the Gorge that I'm spitting at these Marines actually does a decent amount of damage. It doesn't take too many shots to kill a Marine that way before they upgrade their armor.
Thank you, Choppy. I'll keep you alive, man.
And even if you don't kill them, it takes less bites for a Skulk to kill him after you spit on him a couple times. And it keeps them distracted too, so they're not watching where the Skulks are coming from.
Choppy, you're the fucking man. Your Gorge is awesome. Damn right, man. You don't see too many of them anymore. It was more of an NS1 thing. I want to play.
Yeah, so I was just telling him that I'm a battle gorging it up. So now we gotta get out of here, probably, because there's too many Marines. So they just upgraded the Gorge sliding mechanic, so I press shift and my Gorge slides across the floor. It used to be slower, and they made it a little bit better lately. They patch this game and update it all the time. It's 5 years old now, which isn't that old, but they still keep improving it, which is, one of the differences between good games and bad games. Bad games, they'll release it, and instead of improving it, they'll just release the next version of the game a year later, just with some new guns and new map packs, and it's like the same game, and they charge another $60 for it.
Stop him, man. Stop him, man. I'm distracting him, man.
Instead of just updating the first game, which is basically what they did, but instead of updating it, they just sold it as a second game, you know what I mean? So it's nice when they actually keep working on the same one and make it better and better. Oh yeah, another thing I was going to mention, I was thinking about the other day, is that the graphics in this game are pretty good. I mean, I can't even run them at maximum and record. But this game engine was made just for this game by the people who made this game, because the existing ones couldn't do what they wanted them to do. And so this game engine is 5 years old now, and it's interesting because I looked up the was it the not the Frost engine, whatever Frostbite engine. So they use Frostbite 3 engine now on new games that are being released, like Call of Duty and Battlefield and all those. You know, most shooters that come out now use the Frostbite 3 engine, and I looked that up, and that's 8 years old now. So you have these games that are so-called new games coming out all the time. Meanwhile, they're using an engine that's 8 years old.
I'm gonna lurk, because I'm a fucking creep.
No, good man.
So
Good
we're
fucking birds.
gonna annoy these Marines up there by hitting them with spit.
Fucking creeps.
I'm trying to build stuff, see they get angry and shoot at me, so I run away. Did my job there by distracting them. I press my little Gorge cry button because it's amazing.
Just keep him busy and double, dude. This is a... like everything else.
So yeah, basically what that guy just said is that the Marines were so busy fighting for the double resource node in the middle of the map that they lost the entire rest of the map.
Oh shit, tunnel's up.
So down these really long hallways like this, Marines have a big advantage against these little dogs, Skulk form aliens.
Chompy, need to heal.
And so that's why I'm spitting down the hallway so the Marines can't just walk down it with impunity. Gonna die here probably.
Hey.
Yep, that Marine caught me.
Good job, guys.
That's alright, I did more than enough as my Gorge. I put my tunnel down in repair, which was the main thing you need to do first off to make the biggest difference as a Gorge, and then I built a bunch of resources, and I helped build the hive, and I helped Skulks in battle and all that stuff, so I did happy with the life I got out of that Gorge. So I got like 2 or 3 bites on those Marines, which isn't too bad. I need to warm up a little bit for skulking there.
They're coming. They know about this shit. No, get it
See
there.
noob, he's creeping up that wall. So I just pressed V when I respawned, and that selects my last upgrade that I chose last time without having to pick an upgrade again.
Tell me how to live my life.
Which is just speed. I picked the speed upgrade, which is free when you're a Skulk to upgrade. And I think it's the best upgrade to get first, because you have like no health as an alien, so you rely on speed.
Gap. Gap.
Oh, I almost had
Yeah,
him.
but
He has like 1 bite left on him. I messed that up. And then you can see noob up there on the map. He's trying to kill the last Marine I just almost killed. And he fails too, unfortunately.
He's on top of the damn bridge on Snake Pass. He'd leap.
So they're attacking cave, which we have a hive in now at the top of the map, you can see. So I'm trying to defend it here. It's that same guy, Talbooks, that I almost killed before.
Take the tunnel and defend the third hive.
Take the fucking tunnel, man.
Take the tunnel, man. Save
So you can
Cave.
see the hive's at 18% health. It's getting low, 5%. It's going to die, 3%, 5%. Oh, it almost died.
We got Cave. We got it.
Got the hive down to
Do we
3%.
have a gorge? We don't have a gorge.
No, we don't.
Wow.
Fuck it, I'll Gorge. I'm coming, dude. I'm going to Gorge. I'm going to Gorge.
I'm starting to warm up a bit as a Skulk, so I got that guy.
Cover for me, man.
It's very difficult skulking. I played this game for so many years, being so bad as a Skulk before I even got halfway decent. It's an entirely different... It's just so different from any first-person shooter you've ever played, because not only do you have melee range, but you have like no health. So you really have to get the drop on them. You can't just fight them head on. You'll almost always die. Or like what I do is I hop around on the walls really fast, so I'm hard to shoot at. You don't want to approach them directly straight ahead like I just did with that guy, so that was lucky. But he didn't look like he knew what he was doing, so... Well, we got Leap now. And the sensory thing, so... Now I can see where Marines are through walls, and how much health they have. The redder the dot that represents them, the lower their health. So... You can, it's very helpful knowing where they are.
Save cavern, RT, space gate outside cavern.
Got that guy. Got that guy. I'm getting on a bit of a roll here now. So 8 and something. 8 kills and I don't know how many deaths that was. I didn't see. So I'm thinking about going Fade here. Do I do it? I do. So Fade is what I always used to do.
They got a phase gate outside cave on the
I was,
right side.
It was always my best life form to upgrade into. That costs a lot of money. I would never go Onos. I'm not that good at Onos. I've tried them. I still try them sometimes to learn them, but I'm still not very good at them. But I used to be really good as a Fade. I would get tons and tons of kills.
It's my
And
focus crusher.
I switched to lurking more lately. Just because I never had a chance to try them before. Now I have a 144 screen so I can play Lerk. And it makes it much easier to play and more fun. But I decided to go for the old tried and true Fade. You can see those bands going up my arms. That means I'm on their radar and they can see me.
They're in cave, take double.
So the only thing I don't like as a Fade right now in this level is that we don't have our armor upgrades. And so the Fade only has 80 armor without any upgrades, and that's just, you can die extremely quickly. So I killed that guy at least. Looks like right now we're on a 3-swipe kill. However much armor they have, it's taking 3 swipes to kill him.
Did I get the power down? No, central power.
But yeah, I'm not comfortable fading without the armor upgrade. See, our commander went sensory upgrade second instead of armor. Most people go armor second. But it's okay. The sensory is extremely helpful. It's probably just as helpful as the armor. It just makes me more wary to be an expensive life form when you're easier to kill. And it makes it harder to engage.
Take Crusher. Take Crusher. Take Crusher.
That was close. I got pretty low on health there. Going back to heal up at the hive.
They gotta push the cave again.
And at this point we're definitely ahead of the Marines, but they're still fighting. It's going to be a while until we have more resource nodes than them. So the more that time that goes on, the more disproportionate our upgrades will be. So basically it's just a matter of time right now until our team has a lot more upgrades and life forms than they can afford with their resource node count. And every time we kill one of their upgrades or guns or anything, they won't be able to get another one. They basically are poor right now. They don't have much for resource nodes. So they're putting up a good fight for now, but see, that fire effect is pretty neat.
2 IPs down. 3 IPs down. We have the positive. Get everything. Get
So IPs are infantry portals. That's what they respawn on. So I guess they just killed 2 then 3 of them is what he was announcing in the chat. So they have like 3 less respawn points now. So they're starting to hurt for sure. Fade is a lot of fun because you're really fast and you do a decent amount of damage and you have a decent amount of health. It's a very all-round good build. Easy, relatively easy compared to the other life forms to play. Just going around killing everybody. So I'm 13 and 6 right now. 13 kills, 6 deaths. And I was also a Gorge in the beginning, so I didn't have time to kill then. So you can factor that into. I helped the team by building hive and resources and healing skulks in battle that might not have lived otherwise.
Yeah, let's just get into a good position.
So they do have double. They've got the double resource node in the middle here.
Like, come on, guys.
Oh, so this is the guy that kills me. See, he's got a shotgun. And I missed him. So that's... When you don't have armor and they have a shotgun, it's not very good for you as a fade. But it's okay because I've still got 40 res, so I can basically buy another fade already.
Yeah, the railgun is dead. The other one's like super fucking...
Might go Lerk because I was having a lot of fun as Lerk lately. I don't remember what I picked. Just going Skulk for now. Getting my armor. Oh, we got armor now. Or after I die as a fade. That's alright. Kind of a standoff situation here.
Next time they push cave like that, just get into position and ball them around the corner at the bottom. And then once we can lock them there like that. We don't need to rush them and die.
Help me take double, help me take double.
I tagged both of those guys with parasites so we can see them now.
Alright.
And that guy asked for help in double, so I immediately turn around and run to double here. Because teamwork is how you make the dream work in this game. See, somebody got the power down, so now
Dropping a hive
the Marines are much easier to kill with the power down because they can't see very well. So now we cleared out the double resource room. Commander's recycling before we can even kill them. So now we're ahead on resources for sure. I guess it was sort of even before.
They recycled extractors that didn't show.
Yeah, now we have the entire map except for their last command center room, so
Hell yeah, good job guys. Beautiful.
basically everybody's realizing we're gonna win soon.
Look at that.
Oh, my dad
Guess it's time to go Lerk for fun.
Cutie.
Exo down.
Nice job.
You didn't
Crusher?
even notice me.
I'm gonna give me a shift and a rocket here to not to go on the turn up.
So the Lerk is extremely fragile and can die extremely quickly. So they're beyond the view distance. See how they pop in right there? If you get far enough away, they disappear. You can still hit them though if you shoot at them. So I was just shooting there. So they're coming into the hive to try to kill it now. All pushing together. And I'm trying to get a line of fire on them to discourage them from freely standing there and shooting at us. They're a little bit beyond the view distance again.
Go around on the outer side of the pavement. Crusher side of the cave.
So these spines I'm shooting at them don't do a ton of damage, but it definitely adds up over time, and eventually they're not going to be able to just keep standing there.
My stomp.
They're starting to back off a little bit.
These fucks fell back. That's hilarious. This guy's alone over here, man. Wanna rush him?
I'm gonna get a tunnel up to deposit. There's some Marines sitting in deposit.
Oh no!
So they're out of their exos, repairing them with the welder, so I start shooting at them. And I jump back in to defend. And then I hide.
At least they saved the North Onos. May he prove to be strong.
Now we have our gas upgrades as the Lerk, so I can shoot Umbra, which is protects us against bullets, it's yellow. And I can also shoot poison gas, which is green, which they've made like 1 million patch changes to over the years, and now I guess it doesn't shoot that far. It's definitely not as good as it used to be. But Yeah, and it only lasts for like a few seconds now. It used to be so much better, but whatever.
Exo Rush.
They also used to have lurks that couldn't shoot and lurks that couldn't bite, and they've changed the lurks so much over the years. At least you can shoot and bite now. So I'm going around to the back side of their base here to see if it's less defended, and it is. I could have killed that guy. I don't know what I was doing there. Guess I'm just trying to not spend too much time within shooting range, because that's how you die as a Lerk. Shooting my poison gas, bite that guy a couple times, run away.
Thinks he's a real alien.
Another exo down.
How are we so we're so rich?
Assess what's happening on the map.
I have like 9 fucking RTs. This map is a retarded amount of RTs.
These Diamond Gamer servers, they're definitely some of the best servers to play on. The games are consistently good matches on these servers. So that was dumb. See, I stayed in front of that person for so long, he just shot me.
Exos and arcs and whatever fucking this sort.
So now I've got Xeno side selected, which is just, you know, I can explode and kill a bunch of Marines at once. And we won right before I exploded, and I didn't even kill anybody with my explosion, but that's okay. So now we can see the rankings in the end, build orders. You can see the RT graph, the aliens took off in the end, and you can see in the kill graph, aliens are ahead most of the time. In an even match, usually Marines get more kills, because they're better in a direct confrontation.
We told him to move. Went AFK several times. Yeah, being a rookie, man. Gotta fucking listen.
I love the ready room before and after matches. So you can, everybody gets to talk about the game and like hang out together.
If you do it often.
And like party and put on music and stuff. It's awesome. This guy's flashing his flashlight because we're having a party.
Good old Vale. Nothing beats Vale.
So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that match. I've got a few more pretty good ones coming up. Had some good Battle Gorge moments. Had some good Skulk killing moments. Pretty well-rounded game all in all. This guy's an egg. If you if the match is over as you're evolving to another life form, then you come as an egg into the ready room, which also was a thing in NS1. Alright, see you guys next time.